Hello, I'm Archie Luxury. Welcome to the program. Today I'd like to discuss what is an annual calendar. And what I'd like to do is I'm starting a new series where I'd like to look at some common watch terms and just look at them in a little bit of detail for all the lovers of fine wristwatches. And what is an annual calendar? Well, an annual calendar, like my beautiful Patek in yellow gold, the 5035, an annual calendar is a wristwatch which, as well as telling you the time, it also tells you the day, the date, and the month. So an annual calendar itself, in today's case, it would tell me it's the 16th of April and it's a Tuesday. So it's got those three key pieces of information. Now, an annual calendar itself, it's a very interesting complication. An annual calendar will also be able to tell months that have 30 days and 31 days. The only time an annual calendar needs the date adjusted, providing you've kept the watch wound up, is in February, where you need to just advance it over. And often with an annual calendar you have a little push pin which you use to adjust it. Now, an annual calendar itself is special because it is able to work out months with 30 days and 31 days. There's also something called a triple date. So a triple date tells you the same information, but the difference is a triple date does not realize how many days are in the month. So just because it tells you the date, the day, and the month, you've actually got to advance the date, it's the numeral date, over, because it doesn't have that ability to know. It assumes all the months have 31 days, so you do have to advance it. So the work in an annual calendar is a lot more than a triple date. So it needs to know how many days a month has. So that's quite a lot more complicated type movement, although when you look at the two, they look very similar. Annual calendars themselves they, as I've mentioned many times, Patek released the first annual calendar in 1996, and that's the same reference that I've got, so 5035. But other makers have jumped on the bandwagon since that time. People like Rolex with their Sky Dweller. Cartier has also released some annual calendars, and many other makers have done it. The holy grail of annual calendars is something called a perpetual calendar, which I will talk about in the next video. So an annual calendar, it's a very, very useful type of complication. It knows how many, any day, any month that has 30 or 31 days, it knows the difference. And it's just really quite a useful piece to have. And it's very easy with digital watches to think, oh, that's nothing special. But with mechanical watches, that's quite an amazing achievement for it to know, for a piece of metal and cogs and parts to be able to know how many days are in a month except for February. I'm Archie Luxury, and I hope you've enjoyed this educational video.